Good evening, everyone. Hello, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series. I am the Black Shadow, and I welcome you to Let's Play Resident Evil Survivor. One of Capcom's lesser-known games of the franchise. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that, but still made in 2000. And saw its release on a good couple of consoles, actually, to be fair. Of course, I'm playing the Pt.1 version. And after a bit of off-screen work, actually, it has taken some effort to get this game to run on emulator. And I mean some effort. But it seems to be working pretty well from all intents and purposes that I can tell. So good. Welcome. Just going to put on here, because otherwise the game... You know what these Resident Evil games are like, you know, you leave them on the screen, they go into the demo, little tech demos, and I don't like showing them, it's a little annoying, they give little hints of the game. Folks, yes, I do welcome you, as we take a quick break from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and of course this LP, a little lead-up, if you will, to the much-anticipated Resident Evil 4, which is due very soon. Which I'm certainly looking heavily forward to LPing that, folks. Obviously, the LP, the game that marked the a change in Resident Evil series, of which it is still stuck to this day. And it will be a cracking LP, folks. But first things first, we have got the world of Resident Evil Survivor. Quick bit of background to this game before we get going. This game was, as you can see, released in 2000. It was released in a couple of areas, actually. You got sole releases in both Europe and the US, and I can only assume Japan as well got it. It was an interesting little game. It was the first ever Resident Evil game, and possibly one of the few Resident Evil games as well, even to this date, that are first person. Not quite. This game isn't quite a rail shooter, in which the Umbrella Chronicles and that sort of thing are, but it's still a first-person game. Interestingly enough, when this game was released originally, or especially it still was for Europe folks, this game had G-Con compatibility. For those of you who have no idea what G-Con is, or was I should say, basically it was like a little, instead of using a controller, because it was a first-person game, you could have like a little little sort of toy gun sort of thing that you connect up to the console. And you would use that as basically so you could actually shoot at things like it's a first-person shooter. A couple other games have used a similar thing as well. Interestingly enough, though, although it was released with that compatibility for Europe, and I can only assume Japan, I didn't look up Japan, actually. Interestingly enough, the US version had the G-Con compatibility removed shortly before release. This was due to the Columbine high school massacre, which occurred early in the year, and that raised a lot of questions, rightly or wrongly, about the state of video games and its impact in instances such as that. So Capcom removed the functionality from the North American release of the game. But I'm using a controller for this because I don't have the ability to do that and use a little gizmo like that, so we are going to be doing this by controller, which is not a bad thing. It's still entirely playable by all stretch of the imagination. Just means aiming's a bit entertaining. So we are going to be getting cracking on. There are only two difficulties, easy and normal. So that's just fine, I guess. I don't really have much choice in the matter. So and normal was challenging enough at some points anyways, folks. So without further ado, let us get cracking.
Resident Evil Survivor.
But yeah, I'm assuming there's going to be quite a lot of people on this channel, you know, have been following.
In 1998, a disaster struck the quiet Midwestern residents of Raccoon City. An uncontrollable outbreak of the Umbrella-created T-virus transformed the city into an inescapable death trap. To stop the outbreak from spreading, Umbrella Incorporated was forced to wipe out the entire city. However, this was not the only location where an outbreak occurred.
Yeah, folks, this game's actually set after the events in Raccoon City, folks. Not long after, mind you, but literally, this is like a week or two after, or something like that. We'll find out more details in the game, but this is literally very not long at all after the events in Raccoon City. You'll notice the general graphics engine is that was used for Resident Evil 2. Just as a note there for you guys, you'll see a lot of animations reflected.
You're not going to get away.
And this guy seems like another maniac. Hanging on to a chopper. That's not very safe, sir. If you've not read the health and safety instructions, oh dear. Not good. But yeah, I imagine there's going to be a lot of people watching this. I've watched a lot of my other RELPs, but probably have not seen this game. It would not surprise me if a lot of people on this channel have not seen Survivor, and that's the case. That's good! You're in for a little treat. It won't be a long LP, folks. This is not a long game. I'll just tell you that right now, even though I'm going to be lengthening it out a bit with certain bits and pieces, but just so you know. Meanwhile, who the hell is this guy? My head aches, and I can't remember anything. My only hope is this gun. I must remember. I must survive. Some of the lines out of a song.
Where am I? Oh! I don't remember anything. Who am I?
God. Yes, folks. For Resident Evil Survivor, we get to play the role of an amnesiac. Isn't that great? We don't know who we are, what we're doing here, where here is, we don't know anything. Fan-bloody-tastic. Well, I suppose in true Resident Evil tradition, the first thing that you should always ever do when you first start off a Resident Evil game, in whatever shape, way or form, is to check out your inventory. So let's see what we got here. No item, no item, no item. I've got handgun A here, folks. There are multiple handguns. Let's check this one out. Glock 17. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this gun by now, as we've gone through it several times over the course of the game. First person thinking of that used Glock 17, Carlos. I think did he use Glock 17? Was that a... No, it wasn't a Sig... No, it was a Sig Pro he used in RE4, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a Sig Pro, I think. And we also have these handgun bullets. Now, do note something very interesting here. These are various handguns. Notice how handgun bullets are infinite in this game. Oh, yes, folks. All other weapons that we will find have a limited stock of inventory. Sort of, well, limited amount of bullets that we can find, and cartridges and whatever else. But the handgun bullets in this game are infinite, so you can fire away with whatever handgun you so decide as much as you fancy, and you do not have to worry for 1 second about running out of ammo. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but to be honest, having played this game, it's probably a good thing that they just said give you infinite ammo. I think it probably helps the game somewhat, considering what the alternative would have been. Yeah, it would have been a bit tough to work with, but I come up with that. We also have a map here. Luckily, folks, when you enter a new area, the map gets automatically written out for you, which is quite nice. Or most of it will be written out for you. Not all of it, actually, but quite a lot. So that's good. Lovely. So, this is, yeah, as I say, welcome to the first-person world, Resident Evil Survivor. There is our down chopper. Yeah, you still got the tank-like controls, just you're running in first person for this game. Unfortunately, you can't actually... Oops, I'll explain that in 2 seconds. You can't actually look up or down. If you hold R1, you can get your little cursor out to aim your gun if you're running on controller, but you can't actually look up or down unless the game makes you look up or down, which I think is quite stupid. But that's just me. What you can do, though, luckily, is if you press the L1 button, it will automatically turn your attention to an item of focus, whether that's a doorway, or it's an enemy, or an item to pick up. Just so you guys know. And nice enough, you get to see your ECG at all times, which of course is not usually the case in Resident Evil games. That's because you can see your character's stance, which obviously we can't. And oh dear, that gentleman looks awfully familiar.
You look familiar, but...
God almighty.
But I just can't remember.
Ark Thompson.
Ark Thompson, huh? Though I can't remember anything.
Uh-oh.
I know that this was no way for anyone to die.
Yeah, speaking of death, Mystery Man. Oh dear. Yeah. As I say, Resident Evil 2 game mechanic systems. So to take this guy out, yeah, get your cursor and fire away. Zombies will go down pretty easily. What you'll generally find as well is the fire rate's actually pretty good on most weapons. Much higher than pretty much any other handgun you'll generally ever use. I think Ada's pistol, maybe. Attain the rusted key. Pick up any items you don't actually... It's a bit weird in this game. To pick up any kind of item or to interact with anything at all, you don't actually ever press like the X button or anything like it as an action button. All you have to do is walk into something. So like this little sign here, you walk into it to see what it is. New Mile Church or Meal. If you want to open a door, same thing. You just walk into it. You don't ever press the X button, which is a bit... When you first play this game, it's a bit weird, especially if you've played lots of other REs and you're used to using the action button. It's a bit odd at first, but you get used to it. Let's check this little baby out. The rusted key. Key that looks like it could easily break apart. Okay then. So what we've got is we have got 3 doorways here, folks. So we've got there, which is the church. We've got this building here, whatever the hell that is, and we've also got another building down there. Now, quite unique to this game. It's a nice little touch actually, but quite unique to this game, which it will happen a few times throughout, and I'll show you actually on the map. Is that there's actually multiple pathways you can take for this game. They don't last particularly long, like here. You can take any 3 of the pathways. The rusted key will work on all 3 of them. They're all pretty short, mind you, and they will always all lead you to the same area, which is the bit just up the north there. You see there's like 3 entrances to that area. Yeah, they all link, folks. So just so you know, it's a nice touch. Means you do have some choice on where you go. It will affect what items you will pick up as well. So if you go for the game, there's a particular item that you want to get hold of, you may have to take a particular path. So I will be showing all these off, of course, just because it's quite interesting, actually, seeing what the differences are. So I am going to be dropping down a handy-dandy little save state right there. Ignore that. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. Yep, there's our save state right there. So I'm going to take the pathway I'm actually going to take, which is through here, folks. This is the pathway I'm actually going to take for the purposes of this LP, but I will show the other 2. Well, holy crap. Oh, and one more thing as well, folks. The music track to this game is surprisingly good. I quite like it. It feels like there's some Metal Gear Solid influences somewhere or another. Ooh, there's a few of them there. Yeah, go down, sir. There is actually, it isn't sometimes that bad an idea trying to get some headshots at times. Especially headshotting zombies can be quite effective. Whoa. If you can land the shot, you'll generally drop the zombie in a shot or 2 if you get them in the head. It's not easy to pull it off, mind you, but if you've got the opportunity, it's not a bad idea. Lovely little green herb. Again, you don't use an action button, you walk into it to pick it up. Green herb, lovely. Lot. Nuts. Got here more posters. An American movie poster. American. Movies, blah, blah, blah. Got just a little doorway here. But yeah, to be fair though, I mean, a lot of the old RE games You usually did have very good musical tracks, but the one in Survivor I quite like. There's actually some pretty decent music in this, and it's quite a surprise, to be honest. Umbrella. That's not good. An old movie screen is hung here, and you can't even look at most of it because the game won't let you look up. Ugh. Obviously, it was some kind of cinema, I guess. Hell. One thing you will notice in this game, enemies love respawning. You see how that guy, look, he died in one shot. You know, I say headshots are not a bad idea to try and pursue. I say that guy, I took him down in one straight shot in the head. It is worth your problems. But yeah, these guys, yeah, and see the guy down here as well, they will typically respawn. Just as a warning. But there is no damage penalty particularly for trying to take these guys out at range. Just, obviously, accuracy is a bit of an issue. But hey, accuracy is not too much of a problem. I mean, when they've got to close up to you and you've got infinite ammo, so hey. Bloody crows. Movie timetable. It's a movie timetable? Oh, well, maybe. I guess there's some notices. Some old film reels, cases. Mystery man having a bit of a look-see around. Well, you're not dead yet, so I can only assume it's safe enough. La Reva... I don't know. Oh, that's a famous poster. I've actually, I've got a brother who's actually got a poster of that actually up on his wall. It's quite cool. Hello, brother, if you happen to be watching this. Stranger things have happened. Some kind of documentation. Report on destroyed Raccoon City. As I say, this game took place, is set not long after the Raccoon City incident at all. August 5th, 1998. Report from the UBCS member. Biohazard occurred on May 11th at Spencer's mansion in the biochemical lab, ended on July 25th. When members of the STARS team destroyed the facility. On the 5th of October... No, 5th of September, apologies. Yeah, you silly Americans having to write things the other way around. Don't you know that's the 8th of May over here? There are no signs of viral leakage in the surrounding area, however we must continue to monitor the area with extreme caution. Our secret operative, Albert Wesker, is MIA and is presumed dead. Obviously, Code Veronica had not been released by this point. It was being made, mind you, but hadn't been released. And it's presumed dead. However, we just received information that Jill and Chris are preparing to report the incident to the press and their police chief. Chris has now been addressed with the utmost urgency. UBCS Commander Nikolai. I'm sure you guys remember. Oh, Nikolai? Oh, white-haired, traitor bastard from RE3. At this moment, I'm in the clock tower. September 30th, this is. The city's overrun with zombies. It is safe to say that Raccoon City has been completely destroyed due to the biohazard. Situation is different from the accidental biohazard in the mansion. We suspect that it was intentionally caused by one of our company's researchers, Dr. William Birkin, the creator of both the T and G viruses. I researched both biohazard incidents and noticed that two issues need to be addressed immediately. Security of the virus stored in the worldwide facilities must be improved. Also, we need to re-educate our workers. Biological weapon viruses will surely become our primary product, so they should be handled as such. All personnel should take extreme care not to allow any more biohazards to happen. Nikolai. October 6th. Extreme difficulties collecting the sample data and T-virus contamination for tactical data regarding the BOW we call Nemesis. It was more ferocious and intelligent than we had suspected. As a result, many UBCS members sent to the area have been sacrificed in the process of collecting combat data. I expect the researchers to analyse the combat data and use it to develop an even more evolved, ultimate BOW. Oh, Nikolai, you bastard. Just to show that he did actually get out of that instant alive when he took the chopper and flew away. That was the actual canonic ending, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so that's Nikolai. Use the geoprojector, there is no film in it, so that sucks, doesn't it? Go in here. Oh, holy good grief! You unhand me, you bastard! Son of a... I forgot he was there. Son of a bitch. French movie poster. Paris something. Broken editing equipment, bloody blood. Ooh, shiny. 45mm film, okay. I can only assume what we're meant to do with the 35mm film. I don't need to be a detective genius to figure that one out. And again, to use items and things, just walk into things and it will do it for you. You don't actually go into it and choose use. It does it for you. It's all kind of contextual. If contextual is the right word for it, I could be wrong. But hey, anyways. Right, so it's oh, for the bloody bird trick again. Ugh. Pain in the backside, I swear. Would you guys stop respawning? Yeah, they'll do that a lot. I forget if they do or don't respawn in easy. I think maybe they do, but not as many. I have not played easy on this game for a long time, so I could not tell you. But yeah, normal enemies will tend to respawn in these sort of areas, which is a right pain in the ass. So try and keep backtracking to a minimum. Now we've got our fill screen going. That's a funny looking movie presentation, but you'll also find it's also shown up this little thing. It's the theatre key. Some kind of research document? I would suggest so. Very strange. But with the theatre key, we can now use that to open up the back door. Whoa! I ain't running through that. I was happy to try. That'll do. Just get out of here. Get the key in there. Lovely. Oh dear. These things are not fun to fight! Oh, you bastard. I dare you! I double dare you! Where are you going? I hate dogs. Ugh. Lovely. Right, okay, so that, as you can see, that now takes us back into the street area here, which is also where the other two areas will link up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save the game and realise I've just saved it on the wrong slot. I'm going to now go and show you what the other two parts are. Just I have to quickly do the opening sequence. I just saved over the wrong bloody save state. Ugh. God damn it. Trick way of doing that. Go to game reset. I'll show you this. Why not? Because you know it's things that you may never see. That's the trick to get back to the main menus. No, I don't know if the soft reset actually works. I've never tried, but you just go in the options. There's the reset button there. Yeah. Disaster. Millions of people died. Yeah, bloody. Well, not millions, but hundreds of thousands, I think. I think that's RE. Was it the number that RE3 quoted? About 100,000? Something like that. But yeah, I'll show this off the once. That, and it saves me having to edit anything out because I'm a lazy bugger. Skip all that. Skippity, skippity, skippity. Doesn't matter what I do because, as I say, I'm not going to be actually using any of this. So we want save state 1 now, okay? Just to show you that I'm actually using an emulator because I'm a cheat. Yep, mysterious guy that was on helicopter, he's now dead.
You look familiar,
I
but...
can't skip this, by the way.
But I just can't remember. Ark Thompson, huh?
Who the hell is that anyway? Is that
Though
like
I
that
can't
guy's
remember
name, I guess?
anything, I know that this was no way for anyone to die. What?
Some zombies never learn. Yeah. Bye. Grab our rustic key again. So now we're going to save the state here. There we go. Which way do we want to go through, folks? Let's go through the the church. Why not? That's it. I do want to show these off because it's kind of cool to see how there's different paths and what they do contain. Was this an umbrella church? That's a worrying thought. An umbrella church. Ugh. God almighty. Was there some kind of religion here? It's weird that an umbrella church, the cinema, was umbrella as well. Huh, strange. There's lots of darn. Well, I'll go through this way then. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Ooh, dear. That was an inspired running. I was just trying to get away. Goodness me. Right, well, I managed to work that out pretty well. Good grief. What we got here? The chapel key. Okay, then. Chapel, church, whatever you want to call it. Some religious area. Clock appears to be working. What's that? An old clock is ticking. A clock winder seems to be attached to it. So we're just going to take out the clock winder and stop the clock working because we're vagrants like that. Either that or our mystery man just has like a sixth sense of knowing what to do. But then again, I mean, you know, if you live in the Resident Evil universe, you see shiny thing, you take it. Even if you do not know why, you take it. Because it will be useful. And essential to your life. Oh, hello. Hello there. I will deal with you in a bit. Some kind of rest area? Like a loungy thing or something? I don't know. The church manager's diary. Today, the leaders of each section of the city, including myself, attended a meeting with the commander. Briefing was on the destruction of Raccoon City. During the conference, everyone placed blame on William Birkin. They all knew him? He betrayed the company and wanted to keep the G-Virus for himself. The commander told us that if there is a traitor like Burke in the city, we should execute him immediately and without question. I wholeheartedly agree with the commander's orders. This city is as vital to Umbrella as the lab in the Raccoon City was. It is actually much more important. We must not allow a biohazard to happen in this city. Good job. We count on Umbrella's efforts to buy the city, the Umbrella's efforts to buy the city and establish these billion-dollar facilities go to waste. Umbrella bought a city? Bloody hell. Keep a close eye on behaviour of personnel in the future. Umbrella bought a city? Is that where we are? Crumbs. Is that a pinball machine? Dunno. Oh, hello you. You could have told me you were there. have been appreciated. Yeah, it's like, on Earth. It's like arcade machines as well. Bit of a weird thing to have in the back of a church, but, strange. Well, you know, it's a rest area, it's like a lounge. I mean, you know, they can have whatever they want in there. There's no TV, so why not a pinball machine? No, I can dig it. Hello, you guys. Yeah, I'm not playing your little games. Bye. Oh, you as well. They never learn. We know infinite ammo, I can just destroy them. That's locked as well. Great. That's a bit weird. I met a railing and then it's a bit out of nowhere. Oh, there's a clock. Oh, hold on a second. Who would have thunk it? Cunning. So a secret entrance underneath a church. This should be good. Oh, spiders. Oh, I can't run past it. Can't run past it. It appears to have glitched slightly. That's okay with me. Not sure quite what that was about, but it's dead and I've not been hit by anything, so that's fine. Spiders, really? Ugh. I don't know why I'm complaining about spiders. There's much worse things here. Oh, hell. Oh, dear. Well, it's a good thing I decided not to stay there. Oh, reload a gun. He missed. He missed. Thank goodness for that. I wasn't exactly moving, but he missed the lunge. I'm not too sure what that was about. Obviously, a pretty poor zombie. We've got Church's rear key. How did he miss? I wasn't doing anything. Oh dear. Quite pathetic. At any rate, we've got the Church's rear key. And with the Church's rear key, we can now unlock the door that was locked a moment ago. Oh, it's so nice to have the loading screens back. Come on, folks, you all know you missed them. Just a minute. Church's rear key. And use that. And probably not a huge surprise. That will take you to the bit that we were at a moment ago. Why is that phone ringing? God knows. So before those dogs try and rip me a new throat, or rip my throat out, or something to do with my throat, let's not let them do it. Let's go through the last doorway. What's through keyhole number 3? Oh, that was a fun show. Is it a kitchen? Yeah, sit down. Unfortunately, folks, as you will encounter over the course of this game, and it was not all that similar to the actual original game, is there will be an area or two where there may be a touch, I wouldn't say slow down, the game still runs fine, it's just, there's a lot to process, you know, I mean, like I said, I've got this on emulator, I've got the game looking a hell of a lot better than it did in the original game, I mean, I'm being really honest. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean the occasional area, it's going to take... It's just going to be a tad bit busy loading. Alright, what do we got then? We got... Ooh, there's another book there. Grab one of that. Some kind of kitchen. Restaurant. Oh, we're in a restaurant. Okay. An unbelievable story. Small town in America, Raccoon City, was destroyed last week. Told you. They said that all the residents turned into zombies and the city is now completely deserted. Well, I wouldn't say deserted, it doesn't actually exist anymore. Umbrella is rumoured to be behind the incident, but I don't know the details. Well, the incident occurred far from here, across the sea. It can't help but feel anxiety if Umbrella is truly behind it. I hope the city will be okay. One interesting story about William Birkin, who supposedly destroyed Raccoon City. He was the creator of the virus called T or G or whatever. He tried to use the virus for his own purposes. Unbelievable as it may seem, he injected the virus into his own body and turned into a monster. Also, the virus leaked into the sewer, and it is rumoured that rats spread this virus around the entire city. What should I do? One of the Umbrella workers who came here for lunch mentioned that the T virus is on this island. We're on an island. He said that there's no possibility that an accident could occur here in the city, but I'm not so sure. I decided to work for Umbrella because of the money, but now I've grown tired of opening my restaurant for only Umbrella workers. There's nothing new or interesting left for me in this town. I guess it's time to get out of here before it's too late. He obviously thought there was something a bit dodgy going on. Storage. Big metal doors can only mean it's probably cold storage. Oh. Well, it might be. That's another big metal door, so this might still be cold storage. Yeah, looks like we're going into the freezer. Hello, cold place. Oh, goodness. That's it, in the face. I knew he was there as well. I am obviously, folks, as it mentioned at the start of the game, mentioned about like using headphones for this game. Not a bad idea actually. Having the stereo sound is quite beneficial. You know, it does help in the first person. You know, in trying to figure out. It helps in any of these Resident Evil games, but even this as well. Manager's key. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing to be fair, actually. Frozen meat is hung here, great. But yeah, it does help, folks, and you know, it's nice to be able to do it this way, folks. Obviously, I need the headset on so you can actually hear me speak, but that's beside the point. It's like when we're in San Andreas, I don't actually listen to the game audio through. Oh, this was open? I don't remember that being open. Ooh, hello. Herb, lovely. I don't remember seeing this open, but I don't know. It's a wine cellar by the looks of it. But yeah, I say in San Andreas, I don't actually hear the game audio through the through my PC. I actually listen to the actual coming off the TV. Oh goodness! Let's get out of the way. Oh shoot! Bloody hell! See, using the L1 button as like a little auto tracker can be useful. Can also not help at times. So it can sometimes make you look somewhere you don't want to be looking. Uh-oh. This immediately reeks of ambush, doesn't it? And if it does not reek immediately of ambush to you folks, you have obviously not played enough Resident Evil games. They aren't there purely because it looks good. Zombies there as well. Uh-oh. Great. Told you! Why do you think I didn't run out there? Not just because I've played this game before. Oh, he's not dead. Ooh, that's a worry. Ooh, dear. This needs to reload, like, pretty quickly. A couple headshots would be good. Yeah. Need those couple headshots there. Oh, it's pretty tough, actually. They took some beating. Okay. Umbrella again. Umbrella employees, please pay with your ID card. Huh. Nice little system. And this unlocks the door the front door, and again, as you guys can probably guess, takes you back outside. Which is good! So let's reload the actual save state that we're actually going to be using. Which is obviously us just coming out of the theatre. Now, why is this bloody phone ringing? Really? I'll show you what for, you stupid. Well, the only place we can go down is down here. Please proceed down here with extreme caution. I'm just going to say that now. Oh, look who's back. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Ugh. Yeah, these buggers love jumping. They suck. Majorly. Grab the green herb. Green herbs, run around. Ooh, I'm not going to make the turn quickly. Upstairs. I'm not sitting there and fighting them. You can take them out the handgun if you want, but it's a bit of work. Even when there's one, it's work. Let alone when there's two. God almighty.
Vincent.
Who?
Who is this? Vincent? Who's that? Wait. Am I Vincent?
Vincent, you are a murderer.
We
a
are?
murderer.
A murderer? What are you talking about? Answer me. Who did I kill?
Murderer? Us? We're the good guys. Aren't we? Well, admittedly, we have no idea who the hell we are, but... Murderer? Well, maybe our name... apparently, we're called... Someone called Vincent. Apparently, we've done some bad things. Not good. Okay, so... when you come up there, folks, you end up with another level of these little split paths. You've got, again, more choices. You've got a library, you've got the hospital, central hospital, and you've also got an amusement centre, folks. Now, this choice is a bit more important, because each three of these choices has a different weapon in them, so this one's actually kind of important to how you're going to end up proceeding through the rest of the game. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave that until the next video, folks, when we will be exploring more split paths and more entertainment and trying to figure out just who the hell we are and what the hell it is we apparently did. Very weird. And who the hell was on the phone? God knows. Anyways, folks, we'll find out next time in Let's Play Resident Evil Survivor. So I will thank you guys very, very, very much for watching. And I will see you next time.